If you feel that your energy is out of balance, that your mind lacks clarity, or that your body is asking for more calm and presence, start by observing your breath. Try closing your eyes for a moment, breathe in slowly, and notice through which nostril the air flows more easily. This simple observation can be the first step toward a new level of self-awareness. Throughout history, different cultures have recognized breath as a bridge between the physical body and the invisible world. In ancient Greece, the term pneuma was used to describe both air and spirit. In biblical Hebrew, ruach meant wind, breath, and spirit. In Chinese tradition, qi flows through the body and is directly influenced by the breath. All these traditions understood something that modern science now confirms. The way we breathe deeply affects our body, our emotions, and even our thoughts. Have you noticed how you breathe when you're nervous? The breath becomes short and shallow. And when you're relaxed, it's slower and deeper. This happens because our nervous system automatically reacts to stimuli, and the breath follows this process. But the good news is that the opposite is also true. By controlling our breath, we can influence our internal state. And this is where pranayama comes in. At the heart of yoga, pranayama stands out as one of the most transformative practices. It teaches us that breathing is much more than just oxygenating the body. It's an opportunity to move energy, clear internal blockages, and access deeper states of calm and presence. Unlike the automatic breathing of daily life, pranayama invites you to breathe with intention, rhythm, and awareness. Pranayama comes from Sanskrit. Prana means vital energy and ayama means expansion or control. Therefore, pranayama is the expansion of vital energy through the breath. This ancient practice, described in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, is considered one of the most effective tools to reach higher states of perception and balance. There are various types of pranayama, each with its specific goals. Kapalabhati, for example, is an active and powerful breath that cleanses the nasal passages and energizes the body. Bhastrika, also known as fire breath, increases internal heat and activates the nervous system. Ujjayi, often used during asana practice, creates a soft sound in the throat and helps maintain focus and presence. Each technique has its application, but all share a common goal: to expand prana, the life force. Pranayama works not only on the physical body but also on subtle bodies such as the energetic and emotional bodies. It influences the so-called nadis, subtle channels through which prana flows. The two main nadis are Ida and Pingala. Ida is connected to the left nostril and associated with lunar, feminine energy, intuition, and introspection. Pingala is connected to the right nostril and represents solar, masculine energy, which is active and rational. When these channels are balanced, our mind becomes clear, our body responds with more vitality, and we can access a much deeper state of presence. But when there is imbalance, for example, when only one nostril predominantly functions throughout the day, this can reflect irritability, anxiety, fatigue, insomnia, or lack of concentration. That's why practices like Nadi Shodhana are so valuable. This alternate nostril breathing technique aims precisely to purify the nadis and balance the brain hemispheres. It is done by alternating the inhalation and exhalation through each nostril, using the index finger and thumb to close one nostril at a time. The result is a profound feeling of tranquility, clarity, and centeredness. When we begin to practice breath control, we realize we also start to gain more control over our thoughts and emotions. This happens because the breath is directly connected to our autonomic nervous system, which regulates everything from heartbeats to stress. Breathing consciously sends signals to the brain that everything is okay, activating the parasympathetic system responsible for relaxation. Now think about your daily life. How many times do you stop and breathe with presence? We live in a fast-paced, reactive rhythm, often forgetting something so essential. How about starting with just 5 minutes a day? When you wake up, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and practice deep, conscious breathing. Inhale counting to 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and remain breathless for 4 seconds. This simple cycle is called square breathing, and can be a great start to calm the mind before facing the day's tasks. But you don't have to stop there. You can use pranayama in various everyday situations. Before an important meeting, when feeling anxious in traffic, preparing to sleep, or even dealing with difficult emotions. The breath is always with you, and learning to use it to your advantage is like carrying an internal reset button in your pocket. It requires no special equipment or specific space, just your presence. Imagine the power of simply breathing and, through that, completely changing the course of your day. Often we seek external solutions when, in fact, we have a powerful healing tool within ourselves. Pranayama restores this power to us, reminding us that transformation begins from within. And when we talk about headaches, pranayama offers natural and effective solutions. One of the most recommended techniques is Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. As we've seen, it balances the body's energy channels and helps relieve tension. But beyond that, it improves brain oxygenation and reduces mental overload. Many headaches originate from accumulated stress, poor posture, or inefficient breathing. By breathing alternately and consciously, you activate both hemispheres of the brain in a balanced way and promote deep relaxation. For those who experience recurring headaches, it's worth trying a 10-minute daily practice of Nadi Shodhana, preferably in a calm environment with an upright spine. You can also combine it with essential oils like lavender or peppermint, which enhance the relaxing effect. Another tip is to lie down with your eyes closed after the practice, placing a warm towel on your forehead, allowing your body to assimilate the benefits of the breathing. Also, remember to observe when the pain appears. Often it is related to emotional states. Repressed anger, constant fear, mental tension. All of these manifest in the body. Through breathing, we can access these deeper layers and release what is trapped. Pranayama is an invitation to know yourself more honestly and compassionately. And remember, pain is a signal from the body. Pranayama is not a medicine that masks symptoms, but a tool that invites you to listen to your body more attentively. By creating this internal space of silence and observation, we often realize that the pain disappears on its own simply because we are present. Pain calls us to the now, and the breath anchors us in this moment. Ultimately, breathing is more than a biological function. It is a bridge between the visible and the invisible, between the external and the internal. Breathing consciously is a spiritual act, a gesture of self-love, a way to be truly present. When you breathe with intention, you reconnect with your essence, your inner wisdom, and the natural flow of life. And if this content resonated with you, if it helped you see breathing with new eyes, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss any content about yoga, self-knowledge, and practices that promote well-being. Also, leave a comment sharing what you thought, whether you already knew about pranayama or if you plan to start practicing now. Your participation is very important for us to continue spreading this transformative knowledge. Gratitude for being here, and see you in the next video. Namaste.